So we're off in the EMV 200 camper van.
And we're moving, but it seems like Bailey's in the driver's seat. You fully in control of the vehicle?
Yeah,
Wow.
we're on the Eurotunnel, so we're motoring along currently underneath the sea, going from the UK to France. So very exciting. This is going to be the first trip that we've done into Europe for quite some time. And it's going to be the first trip with a new upgraded 40 kilowatt-hour battery. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this goes in France. Our plan is to travel down to a climbing area called Saint Leger near Avignon. Haven't been there before, so it's in the south of France. We've just driven down from our home in North Wales, about almost 400 miles. Mostly a pretty smooth drive, apart from me taking a wrong turn. Got really into listening to a podcast, and then about I don't know, probably like 30 minutes later, I realised like I was seeing signs for places that I shouldn't be seeing signs for. So, not the van's fault, but yeah, that put us behind a bit on schedule. So it's a little bit later than planned here, but we're gonna go across into France, and then probably do a little bit of driving and find a little spot to spend the night. So we've got Bailey on board. Hey Bailey, you'll say hi. There he is. You're excited? I'm excited for the trip to France. So this is going to be our first trip to France since Brexit, which obviously we didn't vote for, by the way, which has been a total nightmare for almost everything in life. But one thing that's particularly affected is this little guy here. Previously we just get a pet passport. You just pay one-off fee, get the passport, and it's job done then. You can just use it as many times as you like our passports. But they've changed it now, so every single time he needs to travel, we've got to get loads and loads of paperwork done, which costs about £150 each time. And I'll drop a clip in of the paperwork we went through. It's just ridiculous amount of paperwork and stamps and everything. So yeah, that's made taking him abroad a lot harder. Woohoo! We're in France. Just activated our first successful charge. AC unit there, 22 kilowatts AC. So we're going to go for a wander, let Bailey stretch his legs. He's been very good. Long time in the van today. We're going to come back, put the heating on, and cook up some food.
Oh, we've got some pesto pasta, exciting kind of spinach pasta with some courgette and tomato.
Nice. Oh, thank you, Amy. It looks fantastic. Let's dig in. All cooked on the induction hob. So last night we charged up on this AC charge point in this beautiful little French town here. Camped out here last night. It's pretty chilly, 1 degree overnight, but it's toasty warm and cosy in the van with the heater on. Really good night's sleep, needed that. So yeah, now we're gonna go have a little explore.
Yeah, exciting.
Find a bakery. Take Bailey for a little walk. Are you excited, Bailey?
What a walk.
Success! What have we found?
We have a croissant.
I'm gonna go up, Bailey. Lovely. So I activated this unit using ChargeMap RFID, which is like the best card in France. It activates like 99% of the charges across the whole country. Very impressive indeed. And it shows on the map which ones it activates and which ones it doesn't. So yeah, you can arrive at one of these with confidence it's going to work. And there's like live status on the map. To go. Let's get back on the road. Lovely sunny morning. Let's make some progress down through France. So we're heading to the south of France, near Avignon. Not sure if we'll get there today. We'll see how it goes. So making some good progress down through France. We're now south of Reims. Just had a quick 20-minute hop up here at this service station. Really good Tesla charging setup here, but we could do with a few more rapid charge stations here. Right, let's get the van ready to leave. So yeah, not made many changes in the van compared to our last trip really. Everything's been working well. Just done a little bit of maintenance and tidying, but yeah, our conversion's still holding up well. Just love these French motorways. They're so nice and open and quiet, and it's beautiful looking out on these wind turbines. And so since it's a nice, really nice sunny day, we thought we'd try and make the most of the sunshine and have a little break in the driving and go for a little run, stretch our legs, stretch Bailey's legs, plug the van in on AC while we go for a run, and then probably cook a bit of late lunch. So charging on AC actually serves two purposes. Like one, it's a lot cheaper than rapid charging, and the other, it also takes longer, so we have longer time to do something. Rapid charging is a bit too fast. You can't really leave the vehicle when it's rapid charging because it's so fast really. And the other one is it lets the battery cool down. So the MV200 has an active battery cooling system using the AC air conditioning to cool the battery pack, but it only runs when charging is active. So if we just do lots of rapid charges in a row, it doesn't actually get that much time to run because the charging sessions are so short. So what happens is the battery temperature slowly increases over time. So to keep the battery nice and cool, one way to do that is just plug it into an AC charge point for about an hour or so, even 30 minutes. Will drop the temperature by like 10 degrees or so. Wow, look at that view. What a beautiful place to stop, have a little break, charge the van, gonna go for a little run, take Billy out, stretch his legs on this big lake here. It's so great to turn up at like any random charge point in France, not even look at what network it's on. And as long as you've got this charge map card, or there's a number of other roaming cards, you can activate it. It's so great that all the charge points in Europe, or most of them anyway, support roaming, so you can use different cards from different providers. So I've actually no idea what network this charge point's on, but it doesn't matter. As long as you got this card or any other roaming apps, you'll be able to activate it. So much better than in the UK, where you've got to have a dedicated app for almost every charge point. Using contactless debit cards is good, but it's never going to work really for all charge points, including all little AC charge points. So I really think it's the sooner we can adopt EV roaming in the UK, the better. A few networks have started to. Offspray support it via Zap Pay, so you can pay for a charge using Zap Map. That works really well. If more networks supported Zap Pay, I think it'd be a really great way to pay for charging, because you just have a single app that you use Zap Map to find the charge point. Then you can also start the charge as well, which would be really good. Give you a little tour of what we've got in the back of the van. Oh, lots of jackets falling out. So we're pretty loaded up. The back of the van here is like a big jacket store. Hats and gloves in that pocket there. Big down jackets on hooks. Underneath here we've got some climbing gear. We've got a rope, flippy floppies, biking shoes, climbing gear, Bailey's food, that's important.
Yeah,
right.
Nice.
Ready to go? Yep.
Yeah, ready to go then?
Yeah, come on. Yes. run. We had a fantastic sunset around the lake, and I thought we'd just cook up some food, and has been snacking on some cheese and some avo. I cooked up an egg, which Bay's very keen about. So just gonna eat this, and I'm gonna get back on the road. It's tastier than it looks.
Yeah.
These are eggs from my parents' chickens, free-range North Walian eggs. Travel down to France.
Probably not. Definitely not free range for your parents.
No, not
very tasty.
probably quite a few food miles on that avo, but at least the eggs are local, local to North Wales. I'm going to tuck in and we're going to get back on the road. Currently just near Dijon, and just charging up here from a total EV rapid charger. And the stop before this we used about 18 miles ago. That was an Ionity unit with a CHAdeMO. All the Ionity units in France have got CHAdeMO sockets on them. It's interesting actually comparing the network in France, what it's like now compared to when we first took an EV to France. I think it was about 5 years ago now or something we took the Leaf to France. And back then there was this network called the Corridor network, which is a network of rapid chargers in most of the French service areas, which were actually pretty good. Only one unit per site, but they weren't maintained very well, and they were taken over by a company called Zevia. And then I think one year they had one of them catch fire or something, and they decided to commission the whole network, which was a massive blow for French EV charging. They were basically like the Ecotricity equivalent in France. So yeah, when they shut down, that really there wasn't then many charging options in service areas until Ionity came along. And Ionity are really good, but the stations are quite a long way apart. So it's not been too much of a problem for us with our 40 kilowatt battery, but certainly if you've had a 24 kilowatt hour battery, there'd be some legs of this journey here where you wouldn't be able to use a charge point on the motorway network. You'd have to go off into a town and use a use a supermarket charger. Yes, we could probably do another couple of charges tonight, maybe another 100 or 200 miles of driving before we stop for the night, and then that should bring us pretty close to where we're going to be in Avignon. Maybe do another hour or two tomorrow morning, and then we should be there. Right, so we've made it to a little town called Cluny, and a bit of a late night tonight. What time is it now? It is just gone 1 in the morning, and it is cold. It was -1 when we were driving here. It's now 0. Just plugged into this charger. A nice free charge in this town, which is nice.
Part of that criteria when looking for these overnight spots. Walking distance to Boulangerie.
Walking distance to Boulangerie.
And hopefully slightly scenic.
Is that a check box on charge map? It should be walking distance to Boulangerie. So yeah, happy days. We've made some good progress. We've got about 3 hours of driving to do tomorrow to get to near Avignon. Bonjour. This was the charge point, so we charged up last night. Got a company of a nice little French Zoe this morning, and a cool looking e-bike over there. Alright, let's go and have a little wander around the town. What did you get?
There was a bit of confusion. I got more than intended. I was asking for a raspberry tart, and she gave me a raspberry croissant. And I got a raspberry tart as well.
Good spot, Amy. Well
spotted. Thank you. It's always exciting when you arrive somewhere in the dark, and as soon as you can get a sense of it, and then you wake up and see it all bustling in the day.
Hopefully it gets a bit warmer. It's still 0 degrees. Hoping for some warm sunshine to go climbing. So I hope it'll warm up a bit.
Yeah, it seems to be a pattern that it's kind of a bit misty and cloudy in the morning, then the sun comes out. Final rapid charge of the trip, well, the downward leg anyway. So this is Ionity in Montemer, not too far from Avignon. Now we're in the south of the country. Temperatures are getting warmer and charging is becoming a lot more, there's a lot more stations around. So yeah, this could be the final stop for us. Quick top up here before heading up. I think we've gone over like 50 miles or so, so quite a short little leg up into the mountains, where we're going to be staying for the next few weeks, doing some climbing and biking and running. Looking forward to that. So having a little snack. We've got some eggs boiling on the induction hob over there, boiled eggs and avocado. So yeah, all these Ionity stations, they've all been very reliable, no problem at all. It's great that Ionity in France here has provision for CHAdeMO and AC. In the UK, we only have these high-speed CCS Ionity charge points that I'm familiar with. Obviously, we can't use them, but it's good that they've put provision of CHAdeMO here as well. So yeah, we're just going to top up, probably another like 10 minutes or so, eat our snack, and then off we go. So far this trip, we've travelled nearly 1,000 miles since we left home. Been averaging around 3.2, 3.3 miles per kilowatt hour. I thought it was going to be very high. Oh, looks good. There's like a metal plate designed to hit, catch anything like that. Yeah. But I should have gone out and moved it. It looked like a small rock.
Beautiful sunny France.
What do you think of this place, Amy?
Gorgeous.
So we've made it down to where we're staying, this little Airbnb with some friends in the south of France near Avignon. That's Mont Ventoux over there, one of the most famous stages of the Tour de France. Hope to bike up there one day, but now we're gonna go climbing down the bottom down there. So I had a lovely couple of weeks climbing here in the south of France, in the Roadtrip.
Some runs
climbing with our
and
friends.
wine tasting as well on the way.
Yeah, it has been awesome. It's been lovely and warm. Like climbing the sun is just lovely. It's such a treat this time of year. Bailey's been enjoying snuffling around. Anyway, so now it's about 4:30 and finished climbing for the day. So we're gonna get back on the road and start the drive home.